So, Abby, what have we got here? What are you up to?
This is the bottom joint of a Yamaha CSG, kind of top of the range, very, very nice pro level clarinet. It's just come in for a few kind of tweaks, just running repairs during the holidays, as most people do. So the main problem of the complaint of the player is just noisy keywork. So you can hear a lot of the metallic kind of play coming in these mechanisms. These long levers are quite prone to it. I'm sure most clarinetists will kind of recognise that after a while of playing, these levers can get very, very rattly. So I'm just going to take them off, basically, remove any old oil, put new oil when I put the levers back on. But there's also a very thin layer of kind of skin that is meant to protect the pins on these levers from getting too rattly, and I'm going to probably replace that because I'm assuming that it's worn through.
So it's worth saying this happens quite commonly, doesn't it?
All
on
the time.
all brands.
Yeah,
it's just
all the time.
the more you play it, the more you wear it out, I suppose.
Yeah, unfortunately. So yeah, these little pins, these tiny little pins, they sit in these holes here. So as you can imagine, that's a metal on metal joint, and often oil isn't quite enough to maintain them being covered and protected. So what I've got is, this is bladder skin. So this is technically the same stuff that goes on clarinet pads. That's the same thing that coats the clarinet pads. It's got various uses kind of independently, this being one of my favourites, I think. You can cut a very small square, which you then grease, and you can kind of fold this over those pins. It just makes a really, really nice slimline coating that you can apply around here, and that creates a barrier to prevent those levers from rattling quite so bad as you push it back through. It creates a nice join.
Cool.
No more rattle.
That's clever.
Yeah.
Because on some older models there used to be a heel around there, wasn't there, with a bit of cork?
Yeah, this is way better. This is way more refined, particularly because it's made of metal. You do also get ones with a nylon pin that can shear off. I've never seen one of these snap, which is kind of cool. The lever ones are great, but they're a bit more fiddly. I personally prefer working with these because the lever ones, there's more scope for corks to drop off and things like that, whereas this is a bit more reliable.